No, I'm in the media. I know how to record this. Yeah, road trip. Awesome. This is what we do. Eating seeds.
Oh wait.
I don't even know where the seeds are at. They're around there. They're around. There you go. Out of focus, but it's okay. And it's funny because we always record like right after the really funny moments.
Yeah.
I told you to record.
The thing about life. So guys, talk. We need to seem interesting and fun.
Right now, as we're eating seeds.
I'm eating my seeds on it.
This is all great
I'm not
footage.
even eating them right, but it's okay. I can eat the whole entire thing. I don't want to do it.
Well,
As a kid, I'd be too lazy, so I just eat the
chill.
When I'm feeling lazy, I'm like, yeah, I'll eat the whole thing.
It's good though.
I like the ones with lemon though,
Oh yeah.
but they don't sell those. So I'm like, yeah.
My mom puts them back on the thingy. The thing to make it, yeah. And she puts the salt.
Yeah.
How'd you learn how to drive?
Huh?
How'd you learn how to drive?
Albert, you want to tell them?
Oh my god, like I did ask them that. We've been talking about everything.
That we just were talking.
Like I know his whole life story right now, man. Like you can ask me where he's been in the past 5 years, I'll tell you.
Albert, let's see.
One day, a boy, a
A
dad.
clip where we're all singing. Okay, that's fine.
Huh?
We should do a clip where we're all singing.
We're
Yeah,
not,
but what's
we're
on?
not singing.
I don't know the
Well,
I don't
I'm
know the
using
music.
Pandora.
What? Pandora.
Yeah, because I don't have I don't put music in my iPhone. Not
There's
cool.
Spotify. You should check into Spotify.
Spotify?
Spotify's good. It's like Pandora. It's like Pandora, but you get to choose the songs you want to listen to.
Man, this scares me. It makes me nervous.
Oh, this?
Seeing all those tall things.
Oh no. You see, I like being all the way in the top, but I'm afraid of heights.
Uh-huh. What? That's so weird. I look in the back, I see this.
Also, Albert, you want to tell the story how I started driving?
Oh no, I think it's better when you say it.
I started at the age of 12.
Wow.
Just the way he said that. Sorry, like it's whatever. Like that's normal.
Well,
I couldn't even take the train when I was 12. I didn't even know how to get home.
When I was 12.
Right? Tell him what you did to your dad's car.
I totaled it.
What?
I totaled it. I damaged it. I blew its transmission and clutch. You see, what happened was, my dad used to be a manager, part owner of a restaurant, and he used to always stay mad late after everybody left, because he had to count money and whatever not. So I used to grab his car keys, and he had a nice little blue Dodge Neon car, and it was stick shift. So it was just me by myself, and I used to get bored. So I used to go outside, put in the key. I'm like, all right, I remember my dad doing something like this, and that's how I started learning, open the car. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing here, but like, I'm pretty sure my dad did something like this. And the car used to turn up on me. I'm like, that's not good. Like, let's try this again.
Here's a.
Yeah. Back then, I didn't have YouTube. So I'm like, alright. And then it took me. But I started at the age of 12. By the age of 13, I was already driving on the street.
Tell him what you did to your mom's car.
Oh, Albert.
I'm sorry.
Provided this information and you're just like, no.
Tell him what you did to your mom's car.
Alright, so my mom's car.
He's like, nah, my dad. This is my mom's turn now.
My mom's. So, one night, it was at night, I decided to grab my mom's car keys and leave out of the house. And with the car, she had a Ford Escort, green car. Not that bad, but not that good either. It was a nice decent car though. So, it was raining that night. And in Yonkers, there's some weird street that you really have to really go 10 miles an hour, because if you go any faster when it's raining, a lot of cars end up having accidents right there. So exit.
You know you have to go to your right. Yes, there. It divides the lane, but you can stay in this lane. Yeah. Just keep going straight.
Yeah, that's what I was checking.
Okay.
So I was driving, and it was my first time at night. Not at night, but like during the rain that I grabbed that curb, and I was probably like going like 28.
So you said you were 28.
Yeah, for
No, no,
doing
no.
it, gotta be.
No, I was going
How
at.
old are you then?
Nah, I'm only 22, guys.
Oh, we're the same age.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I didn't know that.
I look older, right?
Oh, I thought you were younger than me. No, for real, bro. I thought you were like 20.
Oh, alright, nice. So, I'm driving my mom's car and I ran into the ramp, like boom, scratched this whole side. So the very next day I go to school, and my mom never picks me up. I used to walk or take the bus home. So that day she calls me. She makes sure that she calls me like right on the dot before I'm coming out of school. She's like, "Oh, I'm picking you up." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like in my mind, I'm like, "Oh man, she saw a car." So she's like, "Walk down to where CVS is at." I'm like, "All right," which is the main street. So I go all the way to CVS. I'm like, I'm trying to like find a way what to do to avoid any conflict in case. Because she doesn't pick me up unless she needs something or something's wrong. Like, that's the only time. So I get to the car. I'm like, and I get in the car and I pretend that I'm tired. I'm like, "Oh, Mom, I'm tired. So we'll take a nap until we get home." She's like, "All right." She's like, "How was your day?" I'm like, "It was good." So she's trying to like now start a conversation here. I'm like, "Oh man." She's like, "All right, Ruben, I need you to be honest. What happened last night?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" "My car." I'm like, "What car?" Like,
You had a car?
Like, what
I
are you
didn't even know
talking
you had a
about?
car.
Like, what
What's
are you
this
talking
car of what
about?
you're speaking?
I'm like, "Mom, what are you talking about?" She's like, "My car." I'm like, "Mom, like, can you tell me what are you talking about? I'm tired here. Like, I need to get some sleep." She's like, "Well, my car has a damage, has a hit here on this side." I'm like, and then I forgot. I'm like, "Oh, I should have parked the car on the other side. That way I could have said that, probably somebody hit it." I don't know. But I'm thinking, where did I park the car last night? Oh, duh. I parked it on that side so that she wouldn't notice. But she noticed. So now I'm like, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like,
Somebody must have came in.
I'm like, "Oh, Dad, I mean, it's not that bad." She's like, "Ruben, what you mean it's not that bad?" I'm like, "It's a small hit, like, nothing. You can't even notice it." She's like, "Ruben, I noticed it when I walked into the car." I'm like, I'm like, "Nah." You see what happened
Ma,
was,
chill out. It was just a scratch. Look, it's gone. It's gone. It's not even there anymore. It's okay.
Albert, what happened to my aunt though this week? 2 days ago.
What?
My aunt.
Oh.
Another car?
Oh my god.
Get me out of here.
No, I'm a
Oh
professional.
my
Look, I
God.
can't say I'm a professional because then
It's like the
what happens when I
it
say
was the
I'm a
worst
professional.
mix of anything. Like in the story was just the worst mix. He's like, "Oh, my aunt went on the car.
Yeah.
And DK, her son. She had to get her son to the hospital. And then it's like, but my mom. What?
Oh.
What?
All the way down.
Oh.
Oh, all the way down?
Because I'm not gonna put it there. The seeds are gonna fly.
Oh my gosh.
The car's open. Oh.
Huh?
Imagine going to the window that's open.
Oh my god. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna record.
It's recording, David.
I don't
You're
wanna do
lucky it
that.
doesn't see you.
No, you heard her. You heard what she said, right? She's like, "I don't want to do that. Let me record though."
I don't want to do. Let me
Ruben.
record it though.
Just fight all you want.
I don't
Okay, now
know.
would be the best. Oh. Yeah, now it's good now. Thanks for the window closed.
Close the window.
Okay.
There's the window. So my aunt
We
needed
can't do
to.
anything bad with around you because she's so you bad indecisive. Like, no, just do it. Yo.
So my aunt needed to go to the hospital here, like 2 days ago, and she never drove before in her life. Or at least I think because the way what happened was just like wow. Like, point is, she doesn't know how to drive. and she needed to take her son to the emergency room. Hint.
That's like the worst combination.
She needed to go all the way to Valhalla, which is like another 30 minutes from their highway. So she never drove and she was gonna get in the highway. She didn't even make it 2-3 blocks away from her house when she crashed the car.
What?
Like, I panicked. There was a car honking. I'm like, I'm like, you don't listen to nobody when you don't know and you're nervous. Do not panic. She destroyed like half of the car, like on the same, like pretty much like what more damage than what I did to my mom's car. Her thing is like the whole thing. Like she took one of those wires. I don't know if they have them here, but in Yonkers they have them to sustain the poles. And it broke like the mirror. She broke part of the bumper in the front and scratched the whole car on the side. And my aunt's like, no, that's nothing. I'm like, there's dents in the car too. She's like, oh, that's nothing. I'm like, oh my god. Like, remind me not to drive when you're driving around. Oh my gosh. She's like, yeah, but it already happened. I'm like, that's the point. Because now you have to pay damages. And they called the cops and she left the scene.
Oh my gosh.
And she's like, it's funny how my aunt said it. She's like, there was some guy there, some Dominican guy. She said, get out the car. And he hopped out. I'm like, I want to stay. And like, no, you got to get out of here. Okay, let's get She's like, my aunt, like, I wanted to stay and be responsible for my acts. But like, the guy told me to get out.
What else could I do though?
Yeah, like, let's get out there. I'm like, oh, yeah. And you're an assistant.
I know that part of the story. We'll edit that out. We ain't gonna.
We might want to stop recording.
The Universal Church does not. What is that thingy they put?
Disclosure?
Does not condemn. What's it called? At the end, like it does not. The views reflected on this video does not reflect the opinions of the Universal Church.
We do not advise you to follow our
Yes. Your discretion is
You're a follower of Christ, not us.
Man, yesterday, I was telling Ruben, yesterday I was mad hyped because my dad picked me up in the car. But then, like, we had, like, a detour or whatever. And then we were, like, around 161. And then he let me drive. I was so hyped. I was like, woo! He's like, yeah, pero cógelo suave. I was like, woo! And I was just there. Like, this is, like, no one's there. I was just, oh, it was so fun. Because he gets me nervous. Because he's like, oh, I don't like driving at night. That's why I don't pick you up. Because, like, I can't see that well at night. And, you know, he's like, what, 50? So I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then like in my heart, I'm nervous because he said he can't see. And then like everything's like I could see kind of. And then I'm like, imagine him. Everything's like a blur. Like I was like, oh my god. So when he let me drive, I was like, okay, I got this. And I only did one mistake because there's like this little like wedge street thing.
Let me.
And I thought you could only go straight, but you could like turn to the left too. Because I was gonna take the car straight to the parking lot. Then he's like, turn left. And then como de la nada, like when we were on the thing, like he doesn't tell me before we reach the light. He tells, if there was the red light. So we stop on the red light and then he's like, okay. So then it goes green. Oh, turn left. And it's like right there. And then there's a cop right in front of us. He's like, turn left. So I just turned. I didn't even like I didn't put anything. He's like, there's a cop right there. And I was like, Dad, like this is a police station. Why would you tell me this like right now? He's like, you gotta be more careful. I was like, what are you talking about? Like you just told me last second. Oh my gosh. Like, and then he tells me I'm like oh, you're a good driver, pero like sometimes like no, Dad, like you know, I didn't even know this street existed. I didn't know this existed. Like why would you tell me that?
Him? Obviously doesn't know how to get home.
Yeah, right.
For more things you said you didn't know how to get home.
How do we what?
Actually, they do it to you when you're taking your test. They tell you to go somewhere where you're not allowed to see.
I mean, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you tell me to go there?
And Alberta's like, but you told me to. She's like, but it's a one-way street. But you said to go there.
Wait, that happened to who?
One of my older brothers. Yeah, when he took his test. So that's the only thing he tells us. He's like, do not do something you're not allowed to do, even if they tell you to.
Yep. They did that to me. But I didn't fall for it. I'm like, I just looked at them like, are you serious?
I'd be like, wait, chill.
He's like, you do a U-turn here. I'm like, That's what that says I can't.
Like I will follow you.
Like I know already.
I don't
Like
even think she knew what she was saying.
Cause we could go in it. I just did. Oops. We could go in it. I just didn't know that was an option. You know.
what's the recording?
It was like a wedge. It was I don't know. It was just really weird. Like we could go. He just told me like last second, like right on the street. Like I was just happy there was no cars behind me or in front of me.
Was it the last second or you were too nervous?
No, it was like right now. Like he would tell me, "Oh, go left," when I was already going straight. I was like, "What? Well, I didn't know you could." Turn.
All right, guess we're here. This is it. Nah, I'm just joking.
Oh,
I thought it was it, but it says make a right in 0.2 miles.
I think
Oh,
can
look.
start finding parking.
There is a statue there.
private property.
That's
Enter
some amazing statue.
is restricted. It's art, Lupita. It's art.
It is art.
Oh,
You'll never understand.
Yep.